What lurks in the underworld is a mystery to us all. Very few know exactly what is going on in the underworld.
Thank you very much for stopping by the Gordon Miller Show for show. Annoying, I know it's annoying. Okay. Well, individuals, I'm not a big churchgoer. In fact, I am kind of anti-religious, but what Don Lemon did was not really that cool. You don't go into a church and yeah, I don't know why people defend his actions. I mean, obviously, if he would in there and he would have talked to the pastor directly instead of interrupted it, what he should have done. I mean, it's easy to point the finger and say we should have done this, and that's what he's doing. I mean, everybody throws stones, but since he threw the first stone, I'll throw a stone in a figurative sense, of course. I'll say to this I would say to him, I wouldn't say anything. I would say, get arrested. Yeah. And that's what he did. I guess he didn't get charged. I don't know if he got charged with anything, but like I say, if he, he should have waited towards the end of the service and then talked to the individuals. Instead of interrupting the church. I mean, seriously. And that was their plan all along, and apparently that violates the FACE Act or whatever. That's not it's just wrong. I mean, you shouldn't do that. I mean, ICE is there doing their job. They're commanded, if you have issues, then you don't riot. It's peaceful protest, but there's no such thing as peaceful protest. And it's not. They're not peaceful. It's anything but. I mean, I'm going to call out who I see. I call out conservatives when it comes to climate change. I mean, climate change is a big deal, but they want to stick their head in the sand about climate change. Look at liberals. They just sit there and they call themselves tolerant, but they're anything but tolerant. Interrupting church services is not cool, and it's not a good thing. It never was a good thing. It never solved anything. It only created more chaos. You really think that you want to create chaos, and how is that going to solve anything? And it doesn't. You think progressives would understand that being progressive, there's a difference between progressive and aggressive, or overly aggressive. And that's really, I call it, they are very violent when it comes to things like this. They're not peaceful at all. If they're anything but peaceful, they're anything but tolerant, and they're intolerant, and they're very angry. They never can give you facts. They can only give you opinions, emotions, and like I say, they can't give you any evidence when it comes to politics. They can call out Trump. Trump's meanie. Trump's a meanie person. He hurts my feelings and stuff, and that's entirely not the case. Trump is not a guy I don't vote, so, and I never have, and I never will. That's my prerogative, though. And because if you do vote a certain way, people like to threaten somebody. It's gotten so pointless politics, where it's absolutely crazy how people just call out individuals who voted a certain way, and that's why I don't vote. And I know, and I'm not going to vote for anybody, but I'll call it like I see it. So anyway, it's just absolutely crazy how the world is. But anyway, thank you very much for stopping by the Gordon Miller Show. Thank you.